Why don't we do a quick little recap them? Just to, really put it all in perspective. The three of you, origins moderately unknown to our audience, but well known to your DM, are working together as you usually would to just try to scrape the cash together to get by. But when an unusual bounty came up, one valuable more so than others, you decided for once you would take bounty work, even if it wasn't something your group was usually interested in. A petty thief turned magical smuggler, Cheval Gar, is wanted in many regions for his theft of heirlooms, as well as general magic items owned by the government. So you're really just looking for this dickhead stealing whatever he can find and doing who knows what with it. With that said, you've been looking around, getting to know the people in the town, and so far you haven't really found any clues other than one very important one, a bag of magnetic sand left behind. Once you had exposed that Cheval was not who he said he was to the carnival, they had given you all of his belongings in hopes that you could find him. Discerning how to activate the magnetic sand, you were able to create a message on the table revealing that he was communicating with someone for a meetup, but that their old spot, and I quote, "The mansion is a no, moving on. Meet me in the most dangerous place you can find." You're not really sure what he's referring to, but the person he wrote this to probably knows. At this point, you're really looking for clues / trying to find out where this guy is hiding it. Any questions? D&D's a lot sometimes.
If at all during our time when we were using the magnetic sand, did it turn into the shape of a cock or something phallic?
I don't know why it would do that. It's a weird energy you're bringing to the table before we've even done an intro. Hello everyone and welcome to Roleplay. My name is Nick and I will be your dungeon master / I guess referee of bad jokes for the evening. If that's where it's going. Joining me today, as per usual, my friends, my players, my victims. Playing Bjorn Mudhands. It's my buddy Brett. How's it going, Brett?
Yes, you forgot Squire of jokes and one-liners. I'm doing fine.
It's gonna be a wiener-themed night? I mean, we already had the episode that was too much about Goblin...
is it still Pride Month? I don't know.
It is. What was it?
Was it Fat Natchies? Was that what it is?
Fat Natties. That's what it was.
You have spoiled the timeline. People know that it's Pride Month now, and this episode won't be out for quite a minute because life.
Well, now we'll just have to wait till next Pride Month to air it.
Also joining me today, playing as Watson, our Air Genasi, Jessica. How's it going, Jess?
Hello. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing so good, but it's hot and I hate it, and I don't wanna. I don't wanna sweat no more.
I hung a disco ball chandelier everywhere. Listeners, it's important that you...
It sounds dangerous, if we're being honest, in a heat wave to hang disco balls everywhere.
Well, the blinds are there, so technically they're just for visual stimulation, not because they're actually, reflecting light.
I wasn't sure if this was a bit going in, or if you have legitimately hung disco balls everywhere.
No, I have legitimately hung them.
Phenomenal.
I am a little bit afraid of putting them in direct sunlight, because I do fear that would, start a fire. So they're not in direct sunlight, and thus they are not actually reflecting any light.
You heard it here first, folks. Do not put your disco balls in direct sunlight. A safety tip from the team over at Roleplay. Joining me, of course, last but certainly not least, my friend, my player, my rules lawyer, the guy who keeps me in check when sometimes they say things that just aren't correct, playing Tony the Cleric. It's my buddy Romeo. How's it going, man?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, bud. We're all here. It's hot. We're all hot. We're in different cities, but it's hot in all the cities, so what does it matter? With that said, one of you still owes a container of alcohol to the manager over at the carnival. I forgot to mention that little tidbit. Not that I want to incite another conversation about big natchies, but, you know.
No, we gave her that. Oh, no, we didn't give her that.
No, you were in the process of chasing down a criminal, but you guys got split up. Oh, frozen Gatorade on a hot day. Oh.
Oh my god, I never thought to do that. Does Gatorade actually freeze?
Oh.
Yeah, I haven't done that since I was a kid. I remember Gatorade used to come in the boxes, the juice boxes.
No, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I know you're.
Dude,
what are you talking about, you fucking boomer?
They were like,
no,
they
dude,
were like high seas on them.
Yeah, but they were in the cardboard juice boxes. But you take that, you put it in the freezer, and you freeze it. You cut it open. You got yourself a Gatorade
I've
slushy.
never heard of this. I've never heard of
Here's the
Gatorade
thing.
boxes.
Wow.
Do you know what I miss? Is those, you know those? They're like, so it's like a plastic juice box thing, but the top, and you like twist it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Someone's gonna know.
All plastic
Yeah,
bottles. I
Listen,
don't know.
I'm out of Gatorade, but I've got my Jameson, so I'm good to go. Hold on, what's that? Hold on, I'm getting a note. I'm getting a note from the editing team. We cannot ever be sponsored if I mention alcohol. So, just kidding.
Wait,
Today's
really?
episode is brought to you by apple juice, the thing I drink regularly but called Jameson.
Wait, you
It's
really
Jameson
can't?
apple juice. You never had
Jameson
that.
apple juice, yeah. Okay, let's fucking get this started. What are you guys doing? There's a mystery to be solved.
Yes.
Well, the real question: did we ever figure out what shape this was supposed to make? I can't remember.
Yes, it made the note. It formed the letters
Yes.
in common that you should meet in
Mine-
the most dangerous
Oh, that's
place.
right.
My guess is
Oh.
that what we've been told the most dangerous place is that tower.
That's what I'm saying. We should have gone in. Oh, I was right the first time.
He did mention that the mansion was a no-go, so I'm curious about possibly scoping that out, just to see maybe there might be some more evidence of what they were trying to do. Because there is a creepy mansion. Yeah, there's a creepy mansion on the towards the back of the map that we have yet to explore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
And
move
that's
your,
what
move
I
your
would-
little characters around and you could do stuff with them. It's this Tailspire.
Is
Yeah,
I don't want to move.
You have a few leads. There's definitely options. You could go check out that mansion and see if maybe any kind of clues were left behind. You could talk to locals and see what they know about any of these, leads. You could go talk to the farmer who supposedly used to spend time with Shovel before he disappeared and changed names.
That's right.
You could always go to the cops, although they're not really fans of you guys after some shenanigans in the first.
Let's see here.
People
Where was that?
objectively don't like us here.
Why don't we go talk to the farmer first? Since we're right next to it. Might as well. I'm assuming this is his farm over here with all of the corn and wheat.
Well, it's like my grandpappy used to say. When you make an assumption, you make an ass out of you and me, son.
Is this a farmer or a scarecrow?
That looks like a farmer. He's got a pitchfork.
Sure
Oh,
does.
drink it.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna be sending you guys a video. It's all like a bunch of hot tips for how to play this game that I'm so glad I found. Like, for example, if you hold down tab, you can see the names of everybody,
Mm-hmm.
as well as other things. Audience, don't say anything.
Farm. It says Farmer Mark.
Yeah.
Jimothy. I want to go talk to Jimothy.
Jimothy?
No, fuck Jimothy.
I almost named my first child Jimothy, but at the end of the day, it just didn't work out. Yeah, you guys approach this farmer. It's kind of end of day. He's kind of hanging out. He's not really farming anymore. The sun's almost gone down, and he sees you approaching, but he very calmly and quietly awaits your approach.
Hail, my good farmer. Hello.
Well, what a kindly and gentle fellow we must have here to hail as you approach with your weapons on your back and your axes. What can I do for you?
We were just in the tavern, and we were told you may know of the individual Shovel Gar.
Never heard of him.
He may be going under another assumed name.
Nope.
Here's a picture of the guy.
I'm lonely all the time. I wish I had friends, but I've got none.
Well, he's wanted for, you know,
gonna be like-
crimes against the government.
Tony, you know for a fact this is not the guy you saw at the bar and probably has nothing to do with what you're looking for, but you can still probe him.
I will tell them that information.
But we
I'm
could
gonna
be
be like-
friends. If you want to ask questions, I'm willing. Hello?
Oh,
Anything?
that would have been nice to know earlier, Tony. Thanks. Well, maybe you can answer us this, because you are neighbors to this creepy mansion back here. What's up with that? Who lives there? Is it abandoned?
It's an elegant tale about the founding of this town. This stop for the weary travelers. Would you like to hear a long and expounded story, a tale, if you will?
Sure, I got
Alright, I
time.
actually have to go to the bathroom, and I'm just gonna walk off.
I got time. I like stories.
Oh, no one's ever said yes. I was half expecting everyone to leave.
No, I want to see where this goes.
Okay, well, here's the short version. Back
No,
in
no,
the
no.
day-
You said the long version. I want the
Okay,
long
all
version.
right. 3 hours later. So, to recap.
Cop out. Cop out.
Yeah, we've been here for hours. To recap, the original founding family set up a property where those who needed to travel up north could stop to rest. The shorter version, I suppose, is that the mansion fell into disrepair many years ago and no one's really lived there. The other thing to note is that when people first arrived in this town, it was said to have magical properties. Some sort of deity or evil goddess lived beneath the land that we found today. But nobody really knows if she was real or not. Supposedly she granted wishes and lived in a dark, spooky cave.
Interesting.
Yeah. Her name was Mother Darkness.
Mother Darkness.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Supposedly they wished that this would be a place where people would always stop, and that's what happened.
Interesting.
I can't believe you
do
sat here for 6 whole hours. Wow.
It felt like 3.5 minutes.
It's amazing, yeah.
That's how good the story was. It was so good. Alright, guys. Well, thank you, sir. I'm assuming it's like nighttime now?
Yeah, it's the sun
I
has
went to
gone to rest. It's not super late. You could continue.
Alright. Let's move over to the next farm then, I guess.
Jimothy!
Seems to be one over here.
It's so dark now, though.
Howdy, y'all. Sir, man, my guy.
Goodness. He said,
Here, let me shed some light on the situation.
ah,
How did you
nice.
do that?
Using your torch function.
Fucking magic.
Look at there's buttons in Tailspire, guys, and you can push.
Right click and hit the torch button.
I think I did it. Oh, I did it. Leave me alone. Woo. Okay,
Hey, how's it going? I'm fine with Jimothy.
Jimothy, you have the best name I've ever heard. I just gotta throw that out there.
It's a long family tradition. I'm actually Jimothy the 12th.
Oh my god, Jimothy, do you have a sunflower on your pants? No, you don't.
There's a patch. I can't afford clothes. I don't know why that's funny. It's farming's a hard life.
Jimothy, I need you to focus. Look over here, man. Look at my eyes. Jimothy, we're looking for someone.
I'm looking at you so close right now.
Do you know this man? And I'm gonna hold up the picture.
I'm putting my blue eyes on your blue skin. You understand?
That's a little much.
He looks at the picture, the wanted sketch of Shovel, and he goes, "No, I've never seen that guy. Wait a minute. Actually, I've completely seen that guy.
Wait, you have? For real?
I haven't seen him. Totally.
I'm
Not
gonna
a
put my
lie.
hands on his shoulders.
Not a lie that I'm telling you right now.
I'm gonna put my hands on his shoulders and I'm gonna look him directly in the face and I want to do an insight check to see if he's lying.
Okay. You touch him inappropriately.
Right now.
Without consent, of course. So by all means, you know.
I rolled a 23 also. I'm looking into this man's soul.
He has to roll for consent.
23. Let me roll my spooky dice. Dragon teeth. Oh yeah, he got a 10. So, yeah, you think that he's straight with you when he says, "Oh, yeah, it's actually the truth. I just sometimes sound like I'm real sarcastic."
Can I gain any other insights from looking at him?
He's poor. He's very poor.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let go of her shoulders and be like, "Thank you, Timothy, for telling us the truth." What name did he use when you knew him?
Oh, I never knew him. I always saw him going over to Farmer Bill's house. You know, he would gamble with him. I think I went over there once when he was hanging out.
Farmer Bill?
Yeah, Farmer Bill. He's the drunk guy who's always at the bar, never really working.
Timothy, do you know where Farmer Bill lives? This is the utmost importance.
Yeah, it's that farm right across the street there.
The one.
He kind of points. There's a little kind of farm behind, and you hear a voice go, "Are you talking about me again, you son of a bitch?" And you see Farmer Bill, the drunk patron who was once hanging out, kind of standing out in the open.
Ah.
Is he the one called Commoner?
He sure is. The real Farmer Bill died, and I had to replace his mini for some reason.
I'd be like, "Thank you, Timothy," and I'm gonna give him.
Hey guys,
you can tell he's an alcoholic.
Are you thinking about getting Tailspire? It's not perfect. It's pretty good though. I like it. It's like building Legos, but then sometimes little characters die.
You can tell he's an alcoholic because he's got a tankard.
Always in his hand.
I'm gonna give Jimothy 1 gold as a thank you.
Oh yeah, he takes it. He appreciates it.
Be like, "Good day, sir."
Gonna walk over to Bill.
Yeah, Tony, you had actually had a very uncomfortable, slightly drunken conversation with this gentleman a few days ago. As you surround him in the dark, weapons ready.
Yeah, not to feel ominous about it, but yeah, he should be afraid.
I'm not intimidated. You're intimidated.
Oh, what can I do for you?
Does he remember me?
Nope. Here's a bunch of people I've never seen before.
Thanks, alcohol.
I'll explain to him how I knew him and see if that Jones would agree.
He goes, "Oh, you're the magic fellow. You're that kind magic. Anything for you, friend. What can I do for you?"
What were we asking? Sorry.
You've heard rumors that he gambles with Chevalgar, and you want to know, like, what the deal is. Why does he hang out with him, and what does he know?
Do you know this man?
He goes, "Oh, that's Johnny. Johnny comes over, and we play cards."
Yeah. What do you guys? How did you meet him? We're.
Is that all you do when Johnny comes over?
I mean, if you're insinuating any kind of sexual tension between the two of us, I would say no, considering my wife is standing 30 feet away. You see a woman approach from the shadows.
I whisper to him, "I get it. Wink." But I don't wink, I actually say, "Wink."
What are we talking about here, husband? Is everything all right? Who are these people? Who are these people here, husband? Is everything good? Hey, everything's fine. It's all right. Go back to farming or whatever it is. She's, "Oh, okay. Asshole." She disappears.
Do you know, when's the last time you saw Johnny?
Oh, I saw him last night.
How do you guys regularly schedule your card games? Is he coming back anytime soon?
No, it's very odd, actually. I hadn't seen him in a while. He hadn't worked. And just as you guys had left the bar last night, he came over. Like weird timing, am I right?
Yeah. And did you guys play cards, or did he say where he was going?
Oh, he's a great guy. We play cards, and I always take him for a couple of gold myself. But he always brings the booze over, and then I get real sleepy, and we kind of call it a night.
Interesting.
No schedule.
I'm
though,
gonna wander
sorry.
to the side. Can I wander to the side and find his wife?
Yeah, you can totally find his wife. It's just kind of back here.
Then we'll keep it busy over here. So how long you been playing cards with Shovel?
Oh,
Johnny?
goodness. It's probably been a few months now. He started working out of nowhere, and then he'd come over and we'd drink, and he'd always be so kind as to bring his own booze and share it with me, and then we'd, I'd take him for a couple gold, and he's normally gone by the time I come to.
Interesting. And then he was working at the carnival, right?
Yeah, he'd picked up a little side work. Maybe he finally moved on and doesn't need the job anymore.
Interesting. And he never give you any info of hometown or anything of that nature.
Free alcohol and someone to take their cash from. I don't feel like it was really my place to ask.
Alright, interesting.
Kind of bothers me that my shadow seems to have a face. I'm looking at the fucking tail spire for some reason. Creepy. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. It just kind of shows up sometimes.
Interesting.
Jess, what kind of questions would Watson be
So I'm
trying
gonna-
to ascertain?
Well, I'm gonna walk over and be like, are you okay? Your husband seems like kind of an asshole. No offense.
Yeah, I'm totally fine. It's a marriage of necessity. We're farmers, and the work doesn't get done with just one of us, so it's fine. It's fine. He's my husband. It's fine. I made this decision.
You know, there's this like shovel guy who like comes over, and he seems like he's fine, right?
No, he seems like
No?
another douchebag.
Inside check.
Okay, incite the shit out of her.
Dirty 20.
I mean, from what she's saying, she doesn't seem happy that her husband brings drunk randos over to play cards in the middle of the night. It's not like they live in a mansion.
Have you ever? Okay, interesting. But you don't think he's cute at all?
That's a really weird question.
I just am wondering. Well,
The
it sounds
stranger
like
or my husband is not cute? I'm a little confused.
the stranger. Definitely the stranger. Definitely
No,
the stranger.
it's a weird question.
Oh, I'm just saying. I would get it.
I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know where we went in life that this is the path.
Well, so it sounds like third-party perspective here. Obviously, it sounds like this guy's coming over and like drugging your husband, and like, I mean, I would think that like one thing would lead to another. Your husband's passed out.
Okay, give me a persuasion right now for this weird tangent we've gone on.
That's a natural one.
Wow, this has been a wonderful conversation I've had with you about my husband. Look at the time. It's really just, it's late. You best be off to anywhere else. Goodbye. Oh, there's a cliff here I wasn't expecting.
Since I'm here, can I peek in their house and see if I notice anything interesting?
You follow her into the house?
No, I'm looking in this window. I'm peeping.
Ah, okay. That's a choice.
Stealth check?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be, because she's about to walk in and potentially see you.
21, baby. I'm good at those. Rogue shit.
Yeah, you see her walk in and illuminate the house for her. She doesn't know that there's a creeper standing right outside her window. And as far as you can tell, it's just this very small, very quaint little home. There's really not much in it. A small bed, a small table, a place to cook and eat. There's not even a place to shit in here.
Interesting. All right. Well, that was boring. I'm gonna wander back to my friends. That feels off, though.
Yeah,
I want to
how are you
write
guys
in thieves' cant on their house, though.
just gonna
Like
vandalize
a
their
little,
building.
little tiny like thieves' cant that just says, "These people are kind of assholes."
Damn, poor people are assholes. Let me put that in my notes. Hold on.
Not poor people. These specific people.
All right. Meanwhile, how are things going over here, guys?
I'm pretty sure we've extracted all we can from him. Unless I'm gonna lean over to Tony and whisper out of earshot, and like, do you think if we got him drunk, maybe he'd give us some more info?
I don't think so.
Alright.
Well, it was a pleasure talking to you. I hope you all have a good night's sleep, but I'll let you know if I see Johnny anywhere.
Yeah?
Here I go, walking
Hey,
away now.
hey,
Yes.
hey, before you go,
Yeah?
if you can get us into contact with Johnny and on a face-to-face, alcohol's on me at the tavern.
Oh,
alright?
all right. I'll keep that in mind. Off to separate beds. Yeah.
Alright. You guys want to go explore that, creepy mansion? See what we can't find?
I think we should bring we owe some booze to some people.
No, we don't owe him booze yet.
You
we
owe
already-
a particular goblin some booze.
No, we gave it to her already, remember? And she bitched about it
Oh,
because
yeah,
it
yeah,
was
we did.
after
we
she
did.
was already
We
off
put
work.
tea on them.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's true.
drinking on the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's definitely go check out this spooky house. And then obviously we have to go back to that tower that I wanted to search to find gold.
Okay, so in an effort to, you know, try and find evidence on where, you know, where things have changed, where he may have gone, knowing that this was perhaps some sort of home that he was using intermittently, you guys proceed to go check out the mansion in the late of night. However, as you approach, an unusual fog rolls over, and there's something you can faintly make out in the darkness. You're not entirely sure what you're seeing. Did I just drop that character that he did not drop? That's...
Mr. DM,
I love that. Yes. Yes, yes.
my mini is stuck under the map because I fell in the water.
That's cool. Hey, game, why are you hiding things as I... Like that. Alright, let me get your mini since it is stuck under the map. Where the fuck are you?
It's in that, like...
There it is.
river
Oh, you're
thing.
in the little irrigation ditch.
Yeah, I tried to teleport out and it just moved me back under the ground.
As you guys approach, there is this unusual wind and fog that suddenly picks up. You're not entirely sure where it came from. The air grows chilly and damp, and as you guys slowly approach, you see a figure standing at the front of this ruined building. Hard to make out, but all you can really see is that this figure has a bald head and a beard. And then he goes inside.
Interesting. I can't right click to use my torch.
I can't
Because
move
we're
my
in
character.
cutscene mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it was already on, I guess, still. Alright, so a fog has... We're still on the same map, though, right? But we're in a weird fog.
Yeah. Mysterious figure has gone into the building.
Interesting. I guess, guys, let's start making our way to the mysterious building.
as you guys trot along, it becomes damper and damper, muddy and wet. This area seems to be unusually...
So moist.
What's that?
It's so moist.
So moist. As you guys pad along, Jess, you actually see what appears to be an old cemetery, vintage in nature.
Yeah.
A fountain that no longer runs.
And there's glowy rocks. Can I investigate them?
As you lean down to investigate the rocks, they appear to be some sort of light source, something planted here, but for what purpose you don't know. And as you stand again, there is a figure standing in front of you.
I'll be like, look, that was not you. I didn't love that. Who are you?
And you see it disappear again.
Didn't love that. I'm gonna turn, and then do I see this thing? Hammer?
Oh, you do see it. Unusually enough, there seems to be a war hammer sitting on this old broken fountain.
I'm gonna be like, this looks like it was just abandoned. I'm sure no one will miss it, and I'm gonna try to pick it up.
Yeah, you pick it up. It's a single-handed war hammer. It appears to be very beautifully carved. It's odd that it would be left out.
Warhammer. Add to inventory. Thank you. Are there any like carvings or identification things on there?
No, but it's very ornate. It's actually gorgeous. It's a really, really good-looking war hammer.
Fancy. I'm just gonna add that in my backpack, and I'm gonna keep looking at these headstones.
You see that there's a half-buried shield in the mud in front of this one.
Can I pick it up?
It's kind of stuck in the ground.
Can I... Interesting. Can I use my dagger to like dig around in the dirt and try to get it loose?
Yeah, you crouch down and start hacking at the dirt, the roots, trying to pull away. What are you guys doing while this is going on?
I mean, I guess I'll move over here. I got a shovel. Did she already check this one that has the stones on it?
Yeah, they appear to be light sources, but for what purpose, you're not sure. Tony! Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Dice just rolls across my screen. Tripsies! Tony, you are knocked prone. You seem to have your ankle caught on something in the ground.
Ooh, I'm on top of
Is it the skeleton?
Yeah, as you kind of roll over, struggling, your bad knee bothering you from that little trip, you see that there is in fact a corpse barely sticking out of the mud. The ribs have tripped you up.
Well, who are you, big guy?
It's too lightly buried to have been something from the graveyard. It seems like this is maybe not recent, but certainly not ancient. Someone died here and you're not sure how, when, or why.
Do I see anything? Like, since I'm already down here, like...
Ooh, give me an investigation.
I'm just gonna roll 10s for the rest of the night, by the way.
What's your
Just take
modifier?
the average. Investigation. 12.
You kind of pad through and scrape away some of the dirt and dust. Not much information other than the armor is fairly modern, eroded and destroyed from the mud, but it's of a modern style. This person was maybe killed here recently.
Yep. Guys, we got a recent death.
Interesting.
I'll just be like, be there in a minute.
Alright. I'm gonna go over to Tony and check that out.
Jess, you managed to heft the shield from the dirt finally. It seems it was caught on a root.
Hell yeah, brother. Is it a fancy shield?
No, it seems to be somewhat average. Looking at it, you can't tell if there's really anything going on.
Interesting. I'm gonna put that on my back, carry it over.
Bjorn, you bend down to see this rotted out body, these bones sticking out of the ground. It's human for sure, but no sign of what killed them.
Interesting. I'm gonna say, guys, I think maybe we might want to get inside.
Can I finish looking at the statue first?
Sure.
Yeah, it appears to be an enormous dragonborn, partially sunk into the mud, but this is quite the sculpture, cracked and broken, but still, in its time, it must have been something to look on.
Is there like a name on any of these graves that I can see?
A few of them that's still legible, but this place doesn't appear to be maintained. This is somewhat abandoned.
Do I see that ghost anymore if I like come over here?
No, you don't see anything.
Can I pull the shovel out of the ground? Does anything happen?
Sure, you pull the shovel out, nothing happens. You look upon some of the graves, you see that they are still marked, but, you know, some of them have faded a little bit. Some of them are filled with bits of grime and dirt. Some of them have moss growing over.
And then if I step on these glowy stones, nothing happens?
No, they just seem to be there.
Can I pick up the glowy stone?
And it seems to be stuck in the ground.
If I like chip away at them, kind of, can I pick one up?
You start cracking at them, and you see that the figure reappears.
Well, you're back. Do you have a name? Hello?
My name is Isabel. Don't touch the stones, please.
Isabel, are you actually dead, or are you, like, astral projecting?
I am dead. Those are my tether to this world, the last thing I have keeping me in place.
Why don't you want to just, like, move on?
I wish to see what happens to my old home. I wish to watch it until it is nothing more.
Did you live in this mansion?
I did. My husband and I built it.
Are you the woman they refer to as Mother Darkness?
No. But my husband went down into the caves and wished for her assistance. Supposedly, that's what allowed us to make such a beautiful life here.
Is there anything we should be aware of in your house? Or, like, if we go in there, is that cool with you?
It's fallen into disrepair. Wicked people and creatures visit here. I don't recommend going in.
Is there anyone in there right now?
I'm not entirely sure. This grave is the only place I can appear anymore.
Interesting. If I pick up one of these rocks and put it in my pocket, will you be able to travel with me?
I will be destroyed. I will be removed from this place.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna really look at the rocks for a minute and consider it. And then I guess I'll just walk away and be like, alright, well, good luck.
And she fades from existence.
Okay, finding evidence. What is this over here? Is this like a person?
That was the dead body that we found earlier.
Oh, that's a barrel. Just kidding.
Oh. Yeah, let's
Barrel
go
person.
inside.
Look at this glowy rock over here and all these mushrooms. Do they look poisonous?
As you guys push in, and they look like mushrooms, and if you want to give me a nature check, I will discern whether or not they are poisons.
I got a 18.
As far as you can tell, none of them are poisonous, but they're different species, so eating one may result in different effects.
I'm gonna grab like 3 of each color.
Roll a d20.
Roll a d20. Let's see. I have rolled. I got a 10.
Okay, yeah, you collect them.
So 10 mushrooms?
Yep.
10 mushrooms. Okay, cool.
Meanwhile, your team is inside looking around. For some reason, this place is flooded? Despite being rolling hills and desert, it seems that this place has actually somehow captured most of the local water. You've got maybe 10 inches of water as you guys splash around in here.
I am avidly checking for bugs and snakes.
As you walk around in here, Bjorn, you actually kick some things down in the water.
I inspect to see what I have just kicked.
It appears that you had passed over some sort of grate, as well as a skeleton, and you'd also kicked a piece of armor in the corner. You're kind of just trudging around in here.
I'm gonna check out this armor that I kicked and the skeleton, see what's on there.
It's rusted to hell. This thing has been down here for quite some time, but there actually are bones and bits still kind of soaked up and spongy, barely hanging on, at least at the top of the body.
Do I see any gold or anything usable? This armor seems like it's past its prime.
The helmet seems like it's in okay condition. You could maybe get a few bucks for it.
Alright, yeah, I'll grab the helmet. It's just a regular iron helmet.
Yeah, you watch as the skull kind of pops off and floats in the water next to you. Watson, you also see that there is a skeleton in the water next to the grate where the water was supposed to drain, but did not. You also notice this map on the wall.
It's got a little shark boy.
Yeah, it seems to be some sort of map around the islands. Looking at it closely, you can tell where the Sword Coast is, and it seems like marked on here is the initial landing point where you guys had originally appeared in town. We had to rename it at one point. It was
Long Island.
No, it was. I have it right here. It was New
Jersey
Shore. Oh goodness. Yeah, you're not sure what's going on with this map, but it appears to show general travel.
I'm gonna look at that grate that I saw earlier. Is there something blocking it that's not allowing this water to, go down? And
you can't really see down. It's incredibly murky and kind of blacky, inky almost at the bottom. But what you do notice is that as you're looking down, there is some sort of handle actually sticking out through the grates. You can see some sort of hilt.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab it and see if I can pull it up. Maybe that's what's blocking it.
Yeah, you kind of reach for it and you see that it is generally stuck. You're not entirely sure. Maybe if you had opened the grate, then you could actually wedge it through the other side and potentially pull it out. As you kind of look at the mechanism and the locking for this, something begins to bulge back in your direction.
From the other side of the grate?
Everyone roll initiative.
Oh boy. Is this slimy stuff anything?
Just as you ask that question, you see creatures begin to ooze from the ground to congeal around.
So I rolled a 6 for initiative.
So I rolled a 1, which makes it a 3.
Wow, high rolls today, guys. So 3, 6, and 12, is that what I heard?
Why don't we just make it 3, 6, 9? Damn, you're fine.
Oh, okay. Well, with an amazing roll of 10 plus their modifier of 2, these creatures are gonna tie with Romeo. Alright everyone, I think we're going to end the episode there for today. Thank you so much for listening. Hey, if you enjoyed this podcast, feel free to hit all those good buttons. They're everywhere. The up ones, the down ones, maybe more the up ones. The sub ones are great too. And hey, if you're one of the few listeners who got here early, thank you for listening. And we hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.